The Google Pixel 4 XL was launched in October of 2019, and it was an immediate hit and a miss. Google sent us a review unit, and while I didn't find it to be a bad phone, I just found that it didn't live up to the expectations and wasn't worth the asking price. In fact, I recommended the phone if you could pick it up on sale over the holidays, which hopefully some of you were able to do. What makes Google phones so appealing to me is the clean software and timely updates. Not so much about the specs, but as manufacturers continue to refine their software skins over the years, stock Android is becoming less of a precious commodity. In order to stand out, you need to have an attractive feature to price ratio, which is what the Pixel 4 failed to offer at launch. The camera setup was pretty bare bones, as Google took the wrong approach. Instead of adding an ultra wide angle sensor like most other manufacturers, Google decided to go with a telephoto sensor because they thought more people would benefit from it, because the extra data that the lens captured would be used to improve the main camera's photos and the portrait mode. However, the Pixel 3 I thought did a fantastic job capturing portrait photos without any sort of extra lenses, and was actually the top of the list for overall photo quality all the way up until the iPhone 11 came out. But even then, it was still way up there. What you can't really replicate with software though is an ultra wide lens. Also, it doesn't have to be either or. Google could have added a telephoto lens and an ultra wide angle sensor and, still profited. It's actually almost like they have something against ultra wide angle lenses because they ditched the secondary wide angle selfie camera that was in the Pixel 3. What's also a rather disappointment is the battery life. For a $900 phone, something as simple as battery life should be great. Not even excellent, just great. But it's barely in the good range. The Pixel 4 XL maybe hits that range, but the Pixel 4 battery life is just pretty damn bad. Google added a 90 Hz refresh rate on the Pixel 4, which makes scrolling and navigating the device a much more enjoyable experience. Videos also look great, but it's a feature that's largely dependent on having a large battery to refresh the display 90 times every second. You actually have to go into the developer options to force the 90 Hz option on at all times, because by default, it isn't active all the time to save battery life. Now, I'm not a developer or a smartphone designer, although that would be a pretty neat gig, but if I couldn't run 90 Hz without killing the battery life, I would rethink the whole design of the phone to incorporate a larger battery, because you're kind of just setting yourself up for disappointment by limiting the 90 Hz mode. Now, I don't need any fancy curved display. I can live with a notch. I don't need a micro SD card slot or an insane amount of RAM, but what I do need is a phone that'll last me a full day of battery life per charge with some to spare. With that said, the Pixel 4 XL specifically isn't all that bad. The Face Unlock is one of the best out there, definitely the best Face Unlock of any Android phone I've used, and the photos that the main camera sensor captures are beautiful and they really pop without requiring any extra edits. But what I've learned is that you can't just slap a Google or Pixel sticker on a phone and expect it to sell for $1,000 with missing specs and features that other similarly priced phones have. When I review tech, I factor in the price and how many features it offers relative to other products out there. If you were able to pick up a Pixel 4 for a couple $100 off or more over the holidays, like I recommended, good for you. I hope you're enjoying your phone. I bet you are. For $500 or $600, the Pixel 4 XL is totally worth it. But as we approach the Pixel 4a and the Pixel 4 successor, I wanted to share my thoughts and update Google with where I think their priorities should be, coming from a longtime Team Android user. I'm BoHD from PhoneDoug.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you right back here in the next one. See ya.